Good mid-afternoon, 3:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So guys, I wanted to do a breaking news alert here. Bitcoin, we have to be very careful here because in my estimations, we've got a 50-50 shot here. And I know, hey, Tom, 50-50, what the hell kind of odds are these? Well, we have to see if we hold the 20-day or not. And it's not looking good here. It looks like a bear pennant. So if you look at in the 4-hourly, what I'm looking for is a breakdown. We've had a bullish cross here, the 50 and the 100-day. I'm looking for a major breakdown to 33,400. Or I'm anticipating it to be around this area. The 30,502 area that we're going to touch. We're going to hit the 20-day, and then we're going to either come through it or we're going to confirm this bullish cross and then try to make a run at the bullish divergence here. So, but we have to test the 20-day. It's gone unnoticed. A lot of people think we're just going to go to oblivion here. I think this is a interesting time because this is where it could very easily pull down, and I think a lot of people are going to get stuck because not very often do you just get this and then a continuation. A lot of times you get this, a push down, then a continuation. And that's what I'm anticipating. So if you ask me what's going to happen today, that's what I think is going to happen. That's why I sold my Shiba position earlier in the middle of the night at 1133 after buying it at 1078. Made 51%. I was very happy, roughly, because I sold some a little bit lower. But now when I'm looking at the market, I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing a possible short potential here. You'd have to be very careful. And if you were going short on Bitcoin, I would literally, if you were buying it here, you want to buy as close to 31,324 as you can. And then you would have your stop loss. It's very simple. 31,555 because you want to be, or 558 if you want to do it. But you want to be over this regional high. You could actually go up to 575. But you want to be over this drop point. Really, you wouldn't want it to get over this, but this gives it plenty of room. So on about $1,000, that's a $171 gamble. And you're risking that on the anticipation that if you bought it close to the 20-day at 324, 328, that it would come down here and that would be about a 45% gain. So you're risking 175 to make about $450 is what it turns out to. It could be more. I'm not going to lie, it could be more, but that's just, so it's about a 3-to-1 trade is what it turns out to be. So that's what I've got, guys. That's what I'm looking at. And if I had to guess, even though it's about a 50-50, I'd give it, the problem is it's not breaking it, but it looks like we need to come down. We've got everything lined up to come down. We could create a bearish divergence here as well, real quickly by coming through and coming back to the consolidation area. This does happen a lot. It's just we don't know if it's going to break up because of the 20-day and hold this. It's just we've had atrocious volume. And we really could pull down on this candle. We had a breakout attempt on the last candle, but it got halted very quickly, and then we made a new low. The fact we came down through here and made that low after breaking up was a very bad sign, because now we could break down, and if we break past that, we'll at least come to 31,000. So it's an interesting spot. If you don't know how to leverage trade, I definitely wouldn't advise it, but those are the numbers I got for you. 31,324 area you would want to buy. And then you'd have your stop loss at 31,575 approximately. And it would be a 3-to-1 trade. So you're risking on a $1,000 trade in 20x, it's $174 approximately. You're risking to make almost $500. And then on XRP, if you use the same logic, you can't because XRP is already down to the 200-day. So that's why I was saying about Bitcoin. With XRP, if we don't, it's the same logic on the 200-day. If we break down out of here, it's a bear pennant, so the whole market's showing a design that we're going to break down. And XRP actually is about to have a bearish cross. So it's either we come up and retest and then come down, which if Bitcoin's about to break down, this looks like it's riding the 20-day and it just wants to break down on this bear pennant. It really does. So I would not be surprised at all if we just collapsed right out of this. And I want everybody to be careful because if you're going long, you have to be very, very careful because Bitcoin's in a dangerous spot here, where you could literally look up and all of a sudden Bitcoin's only up 2.5% and it's at 30,700 and you're like, holy shit, Bitcoin just cut away half its gains today. Still having a solid day and back testing it like it needs to, but it'll make people nervous who are going long and you'll probably sell out. But I don't know if Bitcoin's done because we're going to go down and we need to go test around 30,500 to back test on the 4-hour time frame, the 200-day. And if we do, we can continue this bullish cross into a bullish divergence. And right now it's a bullish cross because 20's crossed 50 and the 100, but it hasn't completed the bullish divergence because the 20 hasn't crossed the 200. Often, but not always, will we come back down and test the 20-day before we finish off this pattern. So that's what we'd be looking at. XRP, same thing as we talked about, it would break down the 20-day. We've had a bearish cross already in the 30-minute time frame on XLM, and it's leading the way for XRP. And on the 20-day, it's being rejected, so there's not a lot of volume. If Bitcoin does break down right now, it's going to lead to what all these other ones are looking at, a breakdown in these patterns and a retest of these drop point lows. And it looks like we're making the Batman top like we talked about yesterday on Twitch, I mean, and then also on the YouTube. We could be doing something like that. So this is definitely speaking to what we're talking about here. DGB, head and shoulders pattern, about to have the bearish cross, came through a very important uptrending support and break right through the ascending triangle. So this is coming down to at least 1118 because it's going to finish this bearish divergence here. It looks like it's going to start a bearish cross soon. But and then you look on the 4-hour time frame, and all of these are meeting up. Right now, DGB 1142 if it breaks the 4-hour on the 20-day, but that's still, that's right in this area. So that's why it's very critical that we either hold here or we're going to start making some nice moves down here. It's literally 50-50 though, because we could go up one more layer or we're going to continue down. It's just a lot of these are showing signs of breaking down, and it's really, if we break down this area with Bitcoin, that's going to be the key. Does Bitcoin break down this area, or does Bitcoin decide to go one more level? In the daily, you can see we have an engulfing candle, a pretty big one too. So we need to, the day ends in 4 hours and 51 minutes. So to me, it makes sense to back test this. We're almost there. We've pulled down from 31,700. It's almost there. We really need to back test this. And I could see a hanging candle, which means it will come down like this, and then to start the next day, it's right about here. For tomorrow. And I could see it being something like that. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe and join the more than almost 11,000 people that are subscribed to the channel now. And I'll be back shortly.